Hey, our lovely people, and welcome to Couples Will Show. Yes, this is where we write down our love will when we are alive, for we don't want our love story to be read when we are 6 feet under. Neither do we want our love story to be read when we are gone. My name is Willie Kinyash. I'm a Dr. Love, and out there they call me the Undisputed. And it is always pleasure having you on board. Thank you so much for the love and support you have always accorded us. We are so much grateful, and the Couples with crew, Yani, from the director to the camera guys to the editors, we are saying asanteni sana. This is our third month na hamjatuachilia, mmekuwa pamoja na sisi, so the Lord bless you so much. And you know how we do it every Friday. We gather here and we come to listen to different love stories of different couples coming to share their journey with us. And also I bring you experts who come to share nuggets of wisdom with us that can help us work on our marriages. And tonight I have an amazing person. You will love her. I had her 1 year ago, exactly 1 year ago. She was with me on the other side, and tonight she's here with us. And we want to speak to those people who have been divorced and they are going through separation. Because again, we don't want to leave you behind. We still want to walk with you. And so I am having the president of divorce care. She's right here with us, and she'll be taking us through how we can handle divorces when it comes your way. And we are talking about divorced but not broken. Jenny.
Wow.
It's exactly 1 year.
Imagine.
What a coincidence.
Imagine. What a coincidence.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm really amazed to be here today.
Yes.
Yes, and I believe it's for a purpose.
Yeah.
And a good purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You can say hi to our viewers and
Yes.
introduce yourself to
Yes.
them.
Yeah, so as Willie has introduced me, I am Jenny Washira, and I know he's given me a name president, which is a very big name. Yeah, but I am known for running divorce care at a local church in Nairobi. And I'm also a divorce recovery coach and also a counseling psychologist. And also I'm a founder and CEO of an organization called SADREF Africa, where we are based on working and handling people who are going through separation and divorce, taking them through healing journey, equipping them with skills so that they are able to pick up their broken pieces and walk in their new life again. So basically that's who Jenny is, and I'm very passionate with people who are going through broken relationships, people who are hurting, just letting them know that there's somebody who is available to holding their hand and walking with them through this difficult situation. Yes.
Wow, thank you so much. And you know, I know you are very passionate about people who are going through divorce and separation. What made you get that strength?
Maybe to respond to that, and this is what I got to find out later after going through the situation. So I have an experience of having gone through divorce, this being my 10th year. And through that, going through difficulties and not having anyone to hold my hand, so I got into making mistakes. I got deeply hurt. I was in pain. I asked God so many questions. I was blaming others and blaming myself. And when I was able to get out of it, I asked myself, how can I give back? And I asked myself, do people have to go through these challenges with a lot of difficulties, with a lot of getting deeper into mistakes? And I thought it's an area that I would really want to give back by supporting people who are going through separation and divorce. For once, because I've gone through it, I understand how that pain looks like. I understand how it feels. And I will do it without judging, understanding that it's a place that can get you to doing or thinking things that are really not good. Yeah, so that's how I can respond to that, is through the experience that I got to be very passionate about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And there's something happening on that of December. Maybe you can invite our viewers.
Wow. Thank you so much for that opportunity, Willie. Yes, on the 3rd of December, from 6 p.m., it will be on a Saturday. We will have a Thanksgiving dinner. It's our annual Thanksgiving dinner, dubbed Healed and Restored. As I mentioned, my area that I'm passionate about is about healing and restoration. So it's just coming together. And we say that there's always something that you can thank God for. The year has gone. I know at that place that there are people who even lost their lives through domestic violence. Others couldn't make it. Others, they're still in the turmoil, in the pain of hurting and unforgiveness. But you getting to this place where you have a reason to thank God. So it will be a place that I'm inviting you to come. You'll get to hear amazing, amazing testimonies from people who have been broken, who have been crushed. But now their testimony has changed. They are in a better place. They have forgiven, they have released, and they are living their lives like nothing ever happened. So we shall get to hear testimonies, and also a place for people who maybe are there now going through the situation of separation or divorce, asking so many questions. How do I get healed? How do I get where you are at? It's a place for you to come and just get to hear from other people. So it will be a gathering of people of one tribe, people who speak one language. We understand the pain that we go through. And even to add on to that, we shall be having an amazing speaker, Apostle Angie Morenga, who also has a very amazing testimony in that area. So I welcome you all. Do not miss that opportunity. Kindly be part of that miracle. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And kindly make a date with Jenny. It is on 3rd of December. That is next Saturday. Yes, we'll be in Nairobi. Are there some charges?
Yes. And even I forgot to mention the venue. It will be at Royal Tulip in Kilimani, and the charges are 3,000 per ticket. And if you can come together as a group of 10, there's a discount of 28,000 as you come together in group of 10 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And back to our topic tonight: divorced but not broken. Where does one get strength from while you are divorced or you're going through separation and you continue living as if nothing has happened? Where does one get strength from?
Wow, that's a very good question, Willie. Because at the beginning, when divorce happens, it's a real struggle to everyone just getting to accept that actually that has happened to me. Because as it's very clear, no one gets into marriage so that you'll one day get out. So you invest in it emotionally, material-wise, you invest a lot in your marriage. So when it breaks, you can imagine it goes down with you, with a lot, with many things in you. It just takes you down. It crushes you. It breaks you. And so getting the strength again to just pick up and start your life again, it has to take some few nuggets that I'm going to share. And one of them that people struggle a lot is getting into accepting that actually my marriage has ended. So you stay in a place of denial for very, very long time. You do not want to agree that this thing has happened to me, that my marriage is no longer there. My person I called my husband is not with me. Maybe the things that we shared in common, they are no longer with me, or I cannot relate with them the same way. Maybe children, maybe properties, maybe families, maybe friends. So there's a lot that you lose. That's why you can actually stay in denial for a very long, long time.
Yeah.
But just is to tell the audience. When it gets to that place, for you to be able to move forward, you need to get to a place of acceptance that actually it has happened, but actually my marriage has ended. So how do I pick up from there? And even to help you maybe process that, and which now gets me even to my second point, that you need to go through a healing process. A healing process will take you through unpacking the whole process of what happened. You get to unpack, actually this and this happened. This is the part that I played. This is the part that I allowed. Just being able to process the event.
Yeah.
That's how now healing starts coming in.
And that is to say, you cannot be able to heal if at first you have not accepted that this happened.
Yes.
So that is very key. Accepting.
Yes.
So that now you can try to look on the ways how now you can heal.
Very true. You need to accept, because even for you to accept, that's when now you'll be like, I need to seek help now.
Yes.
Actually, my marriage is no more. Actually, my marriage has ended. What next? I need to seek help. And that's when now getting to a healing process whereby we have programs, even we offer them at SADREF about healing programs. We have also divorce care that we can take you through various topics, helping you to be able to relate what actually happened, what actually, how did I take place in all this? How did I, what were my mistakes also? Because we are not perfect. There's what we did to contribute to the failure of the marriage. So it takes you to that, which is very important, because that's, as you go through it, it helps you in healing. You process, you unpack. And then through that, it will bring you to a place of making peace with what has happened. Actually, it has happened. Actually, I have no control over that again.
Yeah.
And what we say, anything that you have no control over, is good to release it so that it doesn't stress you to try manage the whole that, and you are not able to do it. So you'll get just to a place of making peace with what has happened. Yes, and maybe getting into that point about where you get the strength, because once you get there, you are able to release and forgive. Forgive yourself for what you did, for what you did not do. Because in that process, you really tend to blame yourself a lot. Why did I allow all this to happen to me?
Yeah.
Why did I stay for that long? I could have left earlier. Why did I make the wrong choice?
Why did I marry this man and I had seen red flags?
Other people maybe better.
Yes. And
maybe there's something I saw and I was never keen on that. So there's a lot that you tend to blame yourself about. So it's good to get that point of forgiving yourself. Then at that point, many people, and this through experience and the people that I work with, they even tend to blame God. I was a Christian, I was serving in church, I prayed for this marriage, I fasted.
Yes.
But why
did
the divorce
God allow
this
to happen?
You said, God, why did you allow? Which is okay, is a part of grieving. You're still grieving over. It's okay to go through that. But when you get to a place of accepting, now get to a point of making peace with that. Like now that one, you cannot question God, make peace with that. And also forgive the other person, your ex-spouse, maybe for things that he did. Because once you'll tend to carry them, and that's a baggage, that's a pain and a hurt you're carrying with you. And once you carry them with you, meaning they are remote controlling you from wherever they are. They'll make you feel angry. They'll make your mood to change. Why? Why don't you release them, forgive them, and allow God to deal with them? Yeah, so that's a very important, again, forgiving, Yeah.
And I love the first point that you talked about, accepting. And maybe right now, there is someone who is going through divorce or separation, but he or she has not yet accepted. And I want you to speak to that kind of person.
Yes. Maybe what I would want to say, separation or divorce has happened. You did what you were able to do within your control, maybe to be able to save, but it was not possible. So one thing, do not carry guilt with you. You did what you were able to do. And when the point came for you to leave or the other person to leave, it's a decision and a choice that he or you you made it. So it's a good moment for you to be able to move on, to accept. And once you accept, you will release yourself from the bondage, and you will also release him, so that now you can make peace with what has happened. So by one thing of just getting to accepting, you have to move from the point of denial. Just think through everything of what happened and make peace with it. And that will help you to be able to move forward.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So if you're there, make peace with yourself. And remember, she has talked about forgiving yourself. Forgive yourself and say, it happened, but life must continue. Jenny, between man and woman, who is normally more affected when psychologically when the issue of divorce comes in?
Okay. Thank you for that question.
Yeah.
And maybe from a practical point of view, okay, I'm a woman, so maybe I can talk more and passionately about the women, but also I know I've learned a lot from the men because we have them on our forums and I've worked with them. So I can also talk from that perspective. And one thing I can say, women tend to process very fast the issue of divorce. For one thing, how women are made, they are people who talk, and they can talk to anyone who cares to listen. And one thing that helps you to heal and to process what has happened is about talking of what has happened, and talking constructive conversation, not anything that will destroy you, you know. That is one. That a woman, you are able to talk. So you'll get to chamas, you'll talk. You'll get to a gathering, you will talk, you know. And then they easily get into support groups, which again, here you'll tend that there are people who can relate with what you are going through. So they easily get to any group or a system that can help them. They get into that very easily because they feel like, I need to seek help, you know, and I need to take a step and do that. And also by doing that, they get to a moment of being able to share their experience with these women, with these people. You talk to anyone, even a relative, you tell them, this is what I'm going through. At that time, it might not even make sense, but you're just getting something to help you just speak out what is in your heart or what you're going through, which helps you a lot to be able to process that. And also, even if you check the percentage of people who seek counseling services, they are women. Because you see, women, for them, they are vulnerable, you know, and even the society is like, they accept it's okay, you can come seek help. So if they easily go to seek help, and through that, it helps them go through the entire process very fast. Maybe to talk about men, and this even, you know, how the society expects men to be very strong, not to keep on talking about their issues, just man up, put yourself together, you know, put your acts together, don't just talk about them there. And since now, that has been instilled in them, you find that they go through what they're going through by themselves. You just keep it by yourself, you struggle and go through that issue by yourself. And that's why you'll find mostly during that time, men tend to look for unhealthy coping mechanism because they are looking for an exit route, because they cannot tell somebody so that they don't display or expose their weakness. So they get away of getting away with that. So this gets them into unhealthy coping mechanism. You'll get them now, they go to addictive behaviors, like they get into drugs and drinking because you want to forget about what you're going through. You want to numb the pain, you know, it's too much and you want to forget about that. So that gets you into drinking. And even before you realize, you'll have become a drunkard because you try to always just numb your memory by doing what? By going into drugs and all that. Second, you'll find them, they easily get into new relationships very fast. Yes, and this has really worked against them because you don't go into that relationship with a good reason. You are looking also for
there's a vacuum that has been
Yes.
left, and so you're looking for something to come and fill that vacuum.
Yes. So it's never very clear, why am I getting into this relationship? At that time for you, you just want to forget what you are going through. Somebody who gives you a shoulder, you are there. And since they are not able, they are not able to process or go through that pain by themselves. It's not like women because they talk. So you're looking for a shield or a cover to cover you as you process what you are going through. So you get yourself into a relationship. And that's now subject somebody else who is very innocent. They don't know exactly what you are going through. Maybe they think you are in love, and maybe actually you are in pain. You're just looking for somewhere to hide so that you can process your pain. And this now gets them. That's why now when they are through with the processing, when now the fog clears and you're healed, you find like you are not meant to be that relationship. That's why you find most of the second relationship that you did not take time to get into, they just fail.
Yeah.
At that point, they end.
They don't take long.
They don't take long. Yes, because now you didn't get you're hurting, and now when you are hurting, you've just going to bleed on another person. You know, so that one will not be a healthy relationship. You know, so that's about men. And you know, men even now, because now they are built to be strong and just to keep things to yourself. So you will always try to do that. So men take long. They take time to process the pain of divorce. They take long. Yes, and even majority, if you check that the ones who fall into depression, majority are the ones who even get into suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
Because the pain is too much. There's a lot to process, and you don't even know how to go about that. Yeah.
Wow. And talking about men getting married very fast, how long should one take after you've gone through divorce? How long should one take to get married again?
Okay, what I may say, no specific period, but you should. First, what you need is healing, not a relationship. After a breakup, you do not need a relationship near you. You need to heal. You need to look for all the avenues, all the platforms to help you heal. So it depends with individuals. So long as you get to a point and feel like I'm in a better place now to handle relationship, because you'll have processed the breakup of your marriage, and also because why it broke, there are also things that you did or you did not do, or whatever you need to learn. Get there and the lessons that you can learn from there. Because if you don't come out of that with the lessons, you'll tend to carry all those mistakes to that other relationships. So take time to learn through and to just, as I said, unpack what happened, what did I do, what lessons did I learn from there, what am I picking with me, so that now you're healed, you don't carry the same mistakes, the same emotions from one relationship to another. Yeah, so take as long as you can heal. Yeah.
And there's this question that is always out there. People have never come into a conclusion, and I don't know what would be your view about remarrying after divorce. Should one remarry after divorcing?
This is a question I was avoiding. You want to take me back there?
You know, maybe there's someone who's watching us and saying, hey, really, your show is a Christian show. We need to know, we need to get these points. What is your stand?
I think what I can say about that, there's no blanket guidance on that. It depends on one-on-one, and that's where we even advise to seek guidance from your spiritual leader, because they understand you, and they know the situation that you are in. So there's no blanket decision. It's about one-on-one guidance that can be given by the people, your mentors, your spiritual leaders, people who are working closely to you. So if they find there's a good reason for them to allow you to remarry again, I think that is okay. You can proceed with that.
Thank you for that, because maybe there's someone who might go and tell their pastor, I watched this show and they said it is okay to go and remarry. So for now, you have heard for yourself, go see your pastor, and then from there now, your pastor can tell you the way forward. So it is not Couples Will that has given this or have made this decision for you. You need to go back to your pastor and ask them whether you should remarry. Jenny.
Yes.
talking about divorce, do you think society consider divorcees as damaged goods?
Okay, that's a very tough question, and also I can say it depends with which lens are you viewing that with. So I'll tend to answer it in two perceptions there, and one of them, we have now the negative and the positive. And for one, you will tend to get, maybe after going through divorce, you get branded like you're a failure. Of course, now maybe perhaps women suffer this a lot. You couldn't keep your marriage. You know, maybe you left, you couldn't protect your marriage or your husband and all that. So you get to be branded a failure. And so with that, even before people's eyes and perception, it tends to change even how they view you. And second, also because you look like you're that molecule who is out there, not attached to anyone. So you are a threat to maybe marriages, couples, and all that. So you find the friends that you had, couple friends, they tend to distance themselves from you.
They thinking you might snatch their husbands.
Yes, good. They think the ladies think maybe you might snatch their husbands, and even for the husbands, they'll tell their wife, "Don't walk with that lady. You know, yeah, she will teach you how to survive by yourself, so that you can not respect your marriage and all that." Yeah, so this is also something that really people they struggle with that, and even it gets even to the children now, even in school now. When you maybe come from a single parented home, you tend to be associated maybe with a discipline issue, you know, because of that. You know, if they know you come from that kind of family. Yeah, so there's now the negative perception of that, which now tending to look at on the other side. There's also the positive side of it. And now this one, I can just talk as me and even what I've learned from others. For one, you are a conqueror, because for somebody to be bold enough to leave, meaning you just did not wake up and leave. Yeah, there is something that made you to, and maybe you've taken a lot of time there trying to fix things, but they did not work, and trying maybe to talk, having people coming in, and just trying to make things work, and they didn't work. For you overcame, maybe it was an abuse, you are bold enough to say no to whatever that has happened. So that makes you that you can actually, you had boundaries that, no, I cannot take this anymore, and that's why I cannot continue with this. So you are a conqueror on that aspect. And second, you'll find, because of that experience now, this is now for the people who wear the positive lens, after going through that now, you are different from the person who has not gone through it. You have learned lessons, even your own. You have known the mistakes or the weakness that you have. So that gives you an opportunity to perfect, or rather to make things work, or rather to improve on yourself. You know, maybe your self-esteem, you crashed, your confidence. There's a lot of things in you that maybe went down, that now you take time to work on yourself, so you come out better. And this now, we talk of now when getting that second opportunity, you come out very, like, I know what I want. And you find these people are very focused, you know, like, I exactly know where I'm going and what I want. And these are people, even when they get a second opportunity, or rather in our world, we have our world called Tribe 48. We call it grand finale. Now getting that other chance, we say that you have another chance, and we call it grand finale. When God gives you, it should be the final, like, now you have known how to make things work. So that's, we call it getting into a grand final. Yeah, so you know how to make things better. You've learned through the hard way. You have been beaten, umepigwa pigo, so you know what it is to go through that.
But what happens when wewe umepiga pigo, umetengenezwa, but there is another person who is coming in your life, hajatengenezwa?
That is why, at this point now, getting these people now who've come now from a broken marriage, you are also keen to anybody who you are bringing into your life. You just don't take somebody because they are available. Are they of your value or belief? Do they hold what I believe in? And is it somebody that I would want to walk this life with for the rest of my life, So it's something you're very keen about because you wouldn't want to make another mistake.
Yeah.
So you will take your time getting to learn and just to know, is this the person that I would want to have? Yeah. So before you get there, ni mtu utakuwa umeangalia vizuri,
yes.
and you've done your survey very, very, very well. You not do it in a rush. Yeah, if you waited for that long, and even though the time that was wasted, you can still wait for some more.
Wow.
Yes, yeah.
How does one deal with his or her past after divorce?
Okay. One thing I would say, the past might or is not even supposed to go away from you. That is a scar, but now you should transform it to giving you good memories from the scar. So your past will always be there, but it's behind you. So don't keep on bringing it in the front. It's behind you. So you should just be referring when now you have the good memories, or rather even just a memory just to help you know how victorious you are, but not referring to it for the negative reasons and all that. So one thing, just getting to moving on and in a very, very positive way, you have to really change your mindset. You have to have a positive mindset. Because most of the time when you fail or when your marriage ends, you tend to feel everything about you has failed. Maybe your work, you don't tend even to perform as excellent as you could perform before. Maybe in the family, you are not that best mother or father because there's some pain and hurt that you carry. And so you getting to that point, you actually need to refer to that in a very, very, very positive way. That my marriage ended, but it did not kill me. I am here. I still have a lot more to do. I'm still a mother. I'm still a friend. I am a sister. I am a brother. I am a family member. I'm that boss at work, So I still have other lot more things to do. So it's only one aspect of my life that has failed. So you need to have a positive mindset. And just knowing, maybe it failed with that particular person, but it doesn't mean everybody else is bad. Maybe if I referred to them, they were bad or we are not compatible, it doesn't now define if they are men that all men are like that and that's how we relate. Or all women are like that and that's how we're gonna relate. So just knowing that that was a chapter that is closed, but there's always a new chapter for you. So get the courage of opening that chapter, getting to that point. And maybe something else I would really mention about just releasing your past and moving forward is by just not keeping on revisiting of what happened. Once you've gone through healing, and maybe even you've gotten to other things and other relationships, don't keep on referring to revisiting, and you revisit with a lot of pain and with a lot of, emotions, don't allow that. As I said, be revisiting that just with some good memories about that. And that will help you to be able to move forward, And also I'll just talk about, again, releasing the other person by forgiving them. Because now getting to a point is like just being human, even as God talks to us. Even love them as you love yourself. Just knowing they are also human as you are. And maybe they were struggling with their own issue as I struggled. Extending that grace, forgiving them, it will be able just to release them. And you'll get to a point of just relating with them in a good way, being civil. Because now you might not really avoid them because, especially in the part that you have children, you need to co-parent.
Yeah.
You need to meet oftenly or talk about the children. How do you do that if you still carry grudges against the other person, So you need to get to that point of making peace with that. And even just allowing them to be in the children's life, you don't be the person to keep on, you're trying to control or manage things that it's not within your ability, or rather it can frustrate you, because now that's something else that can frustrate you. Yeah, so just don't create, I love using this word, don't create a battlefield for any argument or looking like there's some kind of power struggle. Play your part as a mother, leave the rest. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now this is Jenny. Having been married, then you went through divorce. Jenny, is there hope for marriage?
I think this one I should look at the camera.
Yes.
It's very personal.
Yes.
It's very personal. And what I say, I'm one person that I still believe in marriages. We know there are marriages that has worked. There are marriages that are still working. So I'm one person who looks forward for marriage. And I'm one person who, even I tell God that I will not get to that life alone. I need somebody to grow old with, to walk this journey with. Yeah, because something else I didn't mention, I know there's a lot of loneliness and all that we get now to this other end, the people who are separated or divorced. So would you want to be lonely for the entire life that God will give you? Of course you need somebody. And so that's my prayer. And I know I'm one person who I'm praying, and I know that one day God will grant me that person who I'll walk this journey with.
Amen.
Yeah.
And he's coming your way.
Amen.
Yes. And now, thank you so much. I'm told that our time is up.
Okay.
And I want to appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming and, being open that you can even share with us your own story, how it has been. And I really want to appreciate you even for the good work that you're doing out there. You're one kind of person who is showing people that even if you go through separation or divorce, you are not yet gone. You are not damaged. You are not broken. And that is why we even had to give this show a topic by divorced but not broken. They are not broken. And that tells them that there is hope. Kindly, as your parting shot, remind the people about the dinner that is happening on the 3rd of December.
Wow. As I give my parting shot, and my parting shot is, and I love saying this and repeating it, broken crayons still color. You could be broken out there. You could be crushed. There's hope for you to rise again and live your life and live it in a very good way. On the 3rd of December, we shall be gathering at Royal Tulip in Kilimani, just to give us hope and inspire us, knowing that you could be down there, but you can pick it up again. There's hope. You can get healed. You can get restored so that you live that life that God intended you to live. So you are welcome. Come. Do not miss. Thank you.
And maybe there's someone who is watching and saying, yes, I would love to come for that dinner. Is there a contact they can call, or how can they get in touch with you?
Okay, I'll give you a phone number that you can call, and you'll get to more details about the dinner, and that is 0722 285 233. I can repeat again, 0722 285 233. And also you can check on our website www.sadref.com and www.jenniwashira.com, and our Facebook pages appearing with the same name, Sadref Africa and Jenny Washira, for the updates of all the events and the programs that we have. Thank you so very much.
Wow, thank you so much, Jenny, for coming. We really appreciate and looking forward to having you again as we continue giving hope to people who are going through divorce and separation. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and that marks to the end of our tonight show. Yes, you might be going through divorce, but we're here to tell you that you are not damaged. you are not broken. And so there is hope. You need to forgive yourself, forgive that person. You also need to have a new mindset and know that your life has not come to the end. You may have gone through divorce or separation, but that did not mean that your life has come to an end. And so we are here to tell you there is hope for you. So thank you so much for joining us. This is Couples Real Show, and this is where we write down our love when we are alive. For we don't want our love story to be read when we are 6 feet under, neither do we want our love story to be read when we are gone. My name is Willie Kinyash, or Dr. Love, and out there they call me the Undisputed. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. And thank you so much, and see you on Friday. God bless you.